3.
Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of our Time Link Pathfinder game. Where last left off, the group had made their way out of the mine. Right, that was the session 4. Well, blurry on the details. We're getting there. Party, as I recall, as best I can, was starting to look into Kip's cousin? I always want to say sister, but I know it's not sister. Cousin. And the potential theft that will be occurring in her other residence the following day. Or no, later tonight. Sorry, trying to keep the timeline straight.
Yes, we have slept, so it is tonight. I think.
Yeah. We are on day 2, it happens tonight. I know that much.
Day 2 is Tuesday. Day Tuesday.
Yep.
And the next day is Three's Day.
They were told that her house has a number of protections on it, and that while they don't often stop intruders directly, they will make it easy for her to find them afterwards and deal with things after the fact. And honestly, I don't remember much else. Anyone else remember any details on this?
We were considering heading out to the remote location where this project is being funded, the outreach program. But that was going to happen after we had been debating if we were going to get involved in the robbery or just see if it's something that they succeed at without our help.
Yeah. And there was also stops at temples of Nethys and the god of knowledge, whose name I'm forgetting.
This is the god of man. I never committed the Pathfinder gods to memory.
Me either. Apparently, I closed out the... Oh wait, no. I didn't close the page. This book is another copy of it.
Got my Dawnware Pantheon up in my head. That's the only one I need.
Lost Owens for Legends. Let's see. Right, it's the one I couldn't... I have no clue how you're supposed to say it.
Oh, yes, it was the one that is a palindrome. Adidu? Something like that? Udidu?
Irori, or something like Irori is how it's spelled. Take your best guess at how to pronounce that.
Irori.
I'm probably just gonna go with the title, which is Master of Masters, because that I can pronounce.
Master of Masters. Okay. Iro.
So, and then, like you said, there was discussion of what you want to do about the robbery, if anything at all, or head to the dig site, which is a few days walk out of town. So, what is next for the group?
Was I actually clicking my push to talk button when I was submitting my suggestions for pronunciation?
Nope, we heard nothing from you.
Sweet. Okay.
Nailed it.
It's fine.
Is it?
Yep. So, the robbery.
Are we... Excuse me. What I mean to say is...
Are we going to observe, or are we going to intercede? That was the question we left off on.
Can we just do both? Like, first we watch them. If they actually succeed, then we, like, steal it from them
Oh,
and give it back?
That could be done for certain. I meant I have concerns that they will succeed. That's why I'm saying, do we intercede to make sure they succeed? Because we don't know what they're trying to take, but we do know that the house's defense mechanisms could stop them, and then we would continue to not know what it is they want.
You wanna help them?
Yes.
I kind of want to see how they do without us first.
It would be, that's why it came to a question. Because if we watch, and whether they succeed or fail, we at least know more about what we would have to interfere with to help them succeed. And if they do succeed, then we get what we need without ever... What's the phrase you humans use? Getting your hands dirty.
That's the one, but none of us are humans.
Yeah, I was just saying, who's the you and the you humans parts?
Well, anyone who doesn't have scales, because the kobold phrase is chipping a scale.
Huh.
I would just say getting my fur dirty, but
Dirty butt?
Well,
no, just like my fur in general, like getting mud or something on it.
Bud.
getting your nose dusty.
It's got a
You know,
dusty
you're sticking it where it
ass.
shouldn't be belonging.
Dusty books. Just a librarian one.
I said nose.
I know. But you get your nose
Oh.
dusty by putting it in dusty books. Nose in a book.
I guess.
It works. Anyway, hands dirty, chipped scales, nose dusty, whatever you want to say. If we observe, they could succeed or they could fail, and we will learn something either way, I think. So, I could vote in favor of that direction if that's what we prefer.
That's the way it is then.
Alright. Then we head over to I forgot your cousin's name.
Alora?
Elora. E-L-O-R-A?
I believe so.
Elora. But their house. Break.
Well, but that doesn't happen until tonight, so what are we gonna do the rest of the day?
Oh, is it morning now?
More or less.
Damn it.
I mean, I guess we could go back to sleep, but and then wake up and it'll be night.
But then we'll be all thrown off.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Just go to the gym. It'll be fine.
So
Go
we
to the
could.
gym.
So, my suggestion is you all pick a downtime activity to occupy yourselves.
Oh,
Of
I
some
know. Oh,
variety.
that's right. I have books to read. I have shitloads of books to read. I don't want to go
Yes,
to the
you do.
gym because I might end up like my cousin Francis, and I really don't think that would go over well with anyone.
You are now going to run into your cousin Francis at some point.
Yay.
You have spoke this into being.
What's
Them's the
wrong
rules.
with your cousin Francis?
I mean, there's nothing
You'll see.
wrong with Francis. Quite the contrary, actually. He's very capable kobold. Just... It would draw the wrong kind of attention. I think the robes draw the right kind of attention. They wouldn't fit.
Uh-huh.
So, like,
Oh
really
god,
buff?
Francis,
Oh
what are you
my.
doing here?
Oh my.
We have a Francis token!
Perfect.
Yeah, I don't want to end up looking like that. That's what too much gym time does to you.
I mean, that's kind of what I'm doing at the monastery, but
Yes, but
Too much
it looks
book
great
time.
on you.
thanks.
Yeah, you have the height for
Time
it.
just makes you eyes go blind. Makes you go cross-eyed.
Yeah, no, it's an entirely different kind of book that makes you go blind.
Saucy?
Too much working out puts hair on your palms.
Let's see. Downtime. Downtime.
Reading.
Attempting to read, getting bored of reading, and then going to the monastery to train.
At least an attempt was made.
Oh yeah, that's right. You did just say books. I guess I can help read.
If you don't want to read, you don't have to. I can read.
You guys don't have to pick downtime activities, that's just my suggestion.
Well, it's a
Sagar
good
does
suggestion.
raise a good point though, that there's a lot of books to read. I don't even remember what all you picked up. I was distracted.
Yeah, there were books on. I was trying to find information on binding rituals that could be used on celestial beings, and the only information I was able to find about the Chain Star was the same picture book that Amarina already found. I was also found some histories on the gods in their celestial plane, just I was trying to determine if there'd been any, like, changes in recorded history, like, you know, sometimes gods come and go, die, get replaced by other gods. I was looking for that kind of information.
A number of histories and some basics on different kinds of magic, but the more specific ones hadn't been found yet, and they're likely to be found in the next day or two. And I don't remember if I had said they'd be sent to your room or they'd be sent to the closest library. Either way, it's like 20 feet of difference.
Yeah, it's fine. Doesn't matter. But those will probably show up while we're hiking to the project, so... At least I know what to ask after, and get that second third breath go around.
Ooh.
Let's do the time loop again.
If I spend the day setting up, I could make a item.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Item.
I don't know.
You want to make bottled lightning?
Let's see. Between a lesser antidote, an alchemist fire, a bottled lightning, and an elixir of life. What do you guys think I should try to make today?
What does the elixir of life do?
It's a healing potion, basically.
And does that mean that the lesser antidote is just like cures poison type effects, like some kind of ongoing condition? Or does it like remove the dying condition? What do they call it?
It's a +2 item bonus to fort saving throws against poisons for 6 hours.
You take it before you get poisoned. Or after, when you get your new save.
And then Alchemist Fire and Bottled Lightning are bombs, which might be useful for someone else. I'm not trained with them. I can just make them.
Does it sparkle when you haven't thrown it?
I mean, it probably looks pretty in the bottle.
I want it.
But what if you drop it?
I have an inventory.
Oh yeah, you do. But what if you drop it pulling it out of your inventory?
Then it will probably be really cool.
Or you get electrocuted.
I probably have resistance to that. I don't. I am acid type. No, poison type. Yes, poison type. It'll be fine. Probably. Be the pretty
Probably.
thing.
Okay, well, which one? Lightning or fire?
Lightning. Lightning is cool. Please.
Out of curiosity, does anyone have training with, I think they're martial weapons?
They
Or
are pretty
specifically
niche.
bombs? We could also
So
sell
probably
them
not.
for money. Well, I don't remember if it's martial. I'm gonna go
Yeah.
look at it in the our
I
weapon list.
I must. Because my weapons are martial.
Let's see.
Well, the weapon you use, I think, is your deity's weapon. Is a
Oh, that's
Yeah.
true. But I have a longbow as well that I have proficiency with.
I can go double check while you guys discuss things.
Thank you. Wrote anything?
Alchemical bomb, yes, is a martial thrown weapon.
Okay.
So
Well,
you're
martial
trained in
ranged
simple weapons, and your deity's favorite weapon.
A longbow is a simple weapon in this.
What? Alarm.
That or the
longbow
halberd
is,
is, I'm gonna double check.
martial.
I'm pretty.
Longbow and shortbow are both martial, interestingly.
Perhaps we just forgot.
It is unusual for clerics to be weapons, but a different edition, so I'm questioning it too hard.
They're both, yeah, both are martial weapons. So you should only really be proficient in one. I think it's the halberd, or
That's true.
whatever your particular polearm of choice is. In case I get that wrong.
Alright, in any event, doesn't matter. I would probably never written on my sheet.
I mean, you could also just be really bad at it.
I guess what's weird is that it's written under weapon proficiencies, which I have unarmed and longbow for some reason. Like, wait, huh?
Does it come
Oh,
from
hey.
kobold?
Maybe.
I feel like that'd be a weird thing
That'd
for
be a weird
kobolds
one,
to be
too.
proficient
Yes,
in.
okay, so there is just a... Okay, now I finally found the thing that I was looking for, that I just misinterpreted it when I finally saw it. Yes, trained in simple weapons, nothing in martial weapons. I am trained in other... And so, this says training other longbow, and then training other unarmed. So apparently, during my character creation, I got training in longbow. I don't remember the whys of that, unfortunately.
I refer myself to the DD PDF.
Pretty sure that it's halberd.
Pretty sure,
I'm
but now I'm curious. So there's enough
sorry, I didn't mean to derail
evidence
us.
to the contrary that I need to check.
Well, at any rate, I'm gonna go spend a day attempting to. Well, but first I need to find an alchemist lab that might be willing to let me use their stuff.
Just build one here in the tavern. I'm sure they'll be fine.
Oh, I'm sure.
Okay. So yeah, I have no idea where the longbow is supposed to come from. Not a clue.
Oh well. Maybe you're supposed to say halberd. I'm just gonna change it to say halberd. Fuck it. Only mistake. Alright. Shall assume it's a mistake. Move on. Alright. So... I read.
You read. Who else is reading?
For a short while, Amrina.
Yeah, she wanted to try. Thuggered so
All right.
proud.
Are you learning to read, or is a spell getting involved to give you the ability to read first?
She definitely needs to spell.
I will spend spells. Give her translate.
Alrighty. Pip, what about you?
Well, I don't know, Saggart, do you want me to help you go through the books? Or make that bottled lightning?
I mean, I'm perfectly contented with either decision. I don't want to tell you what to do. I think that if you are going to get enjoyment out of making the bottled lightning, I can read. If we both read, we can share the load. We can read every other word and go even faster.
Reading every other word would not help us go faster. Reading every other
I'll
book
read
might,
the first
though.
and third, and you read the second and fourth. It'll be fine.
No. We each read a book. And I think that'll be the more useful for now. Plenty of time for crafting later.
Very well. Thank you.
So there are 3 of us reading.
Okay. And Scrapsy.
Let's go crafting.
Scrapsy wants to try my method of reading faster, where we both read the same book, but we read the opposite words to one another.
Are you proficient in crafting?
Drained.
Or well, are you trained, Pesky?
Yeah.
Okay, then you can craft something.
I'm just trying to think, what would he do? Bit of downtime. What can you craft?
You can craft all sorts of things. Basically, any item that appears in the player's handbook.
Mm.
Do we have any damaged items? You could try repairing something.
Do we have any damaged items?
I don't believe so.
No, I don't think so either.
Well, actually, I think Sagar's halberd actually did take a bit of a beating when he was trying to
Oh, that is
dig out
true.
the
That is
evidence on
true.
it. So yeah, you can try and fix that.
Or halberd. I'm going to have to, like, I'll say,
Oh, yes, that is right. Getting the adamantine.
anyway, I'm just gonna, like, reach into the air in front of him and pull his hand back, and when he pulls his hand back toward his face, all of a sudden this long pole arm appears in it. Just going to offer it over to Scrapsy.
That's what I'll do. I'll take that and repair it.
It only takes 10 minutes to do one repair check.
Well, he may
Normal
need
day.
more than one.
Well, so she's saying that you need a certain number of successes to repair something, and one check takes 10 minutes. So if that doesn't get you enough successes, then you spend another 10 minutes making another check.
Indeed.
Bear in mind, though, you can critically fail and do damage to the item.
That is true.
In which case, you can spend all day buying you a new one.
And it's an int check.
I'm trusting you with this important symbol of my goddess.
Where are we? I'll take that then, and I'll set up somewhere to work on it.
Okay. And then for each of you doing some reading, I want. Had it in my head, and then I started looking up the rules for repairing.
I want a pony.
I want an Oompa Loompa now.
Huh.
Huh?
History doesn't appear to be a skill. Can't roll that.
There's lore.
It is indeed lore, but it's generally over something specific.
Since we're reading and doing research, you could use society, or lore, or an appropriate magical knowledge, like arcane, religion, occultism, nature.
Let's do society.
Base knowledge.
I mean, you could do like, because each of the knowledge skills, like occultism and arcane, have like decipher writing. You could use that, I guess.
Also true.
Maybe.
But you're not really deciphering writing, you're just reading it and trying to actually find anything of importance.
Yeah.
So let's go with a just general society check.
I mean, depending on the text, it could be deciphering even if it is in common.
Well, these are all meant to be much more beginner-friendly text. That was kind of the point, so these shouldn't have that problem.
Wonder they had no problem.
I got a 17 on society.
Wow, I got a 12 on society.
Alright, I guess I'm gonna roll 2, and I'm definitely gonna do well.
I believe in you.
Oh wow, this is the most appropriate roll I could roll. It's a nat 1.
Alright, out of curiosity, what's the total on that?
That's a total of 1.
Okay. Despite the spell, I'm inclined to say you spend most of the time with the book upside down.
She's too bored.
These words mean nothing to me. Is this spell even working?
My dear, may I hold that for one moment? Gonna take the book from your hands, like, turn it toward himself, very, like, smoothly rotate it over, and he's going to say, I think this is where you want to be looking. This is a good chapter to start with. After he turns a page or two and hands it back to you the correct way up.
Okay. Oh, hey, I see the word water. That's helpful.
Yeah. The chapter you were in was the wrong language.
Oh, that explains why. Why is this so boring?
Because you're not fighting it.
I could be fighting it. She's looking at her fists.
I need to return the book, so don't fight the book physically, but you are imagine yourself in a struggle against the words, and you don't want the words to defeat you, do you?
To that point, I would like to remind you need to return it in about a week.
Yeah, but I need to return it, I'm sure. It still doesn't help her with reading if she punches the book into oblivion.
Indeed, just for your own, because like that, the need to return has come up more than once today, so just wanted to remind you.
I don't actually need to return it. As long
You
as
only need to return it if you're successful.
But if it's on my person, then I also don't need to take it out again.
Indeed.
If she destroys it, I don't need to take it out again.
Indeed.
Fight the words, just with your mind.
Fine, I'll fight the words.
The big ones, they're doing big high jump kicks and things. So,
Alright,
would a 12 or 17 get us?
yeah, I mean, you're making progress, but it's slow progress. And so, of the different like histories and things that you pick out, dude, are you either going through a particular text that you're looking for information on, kind of help narrow down what results you're getting here, or just kind of the books
Yeah,
in
specifically I was looking for any, like, changes in the Pantheon, so I'd be looking for, like, times of trouble, discussions of, like, this god coming into power or that leaving power. I'd be looking for those kinds of events.
Okay. And what about you, Pip?
I forgot what kinds of books we had. So that. Hang on. Let me think about this for more than half a second. Did we just get like history type stuff?
That's
we
those
get
are the
any
books you
sort of-
currently have, mostly, yeah.
Okay, then yeah, I'll just kind of do same basic thing.
Alrighty. So, I admittedly don't know the Pathfinder Pantheon super well, so it's possible there's something that fits this more directly, but there's only going to have been changes in the Pantheon in the past, but none that specifically relate to a binding. The closest you might get are mentions of Asmodeus. But those are more metaphorical bindings. Well, until the contract's broken, then it might become more physical. But that's not of the deity himself. More of those that be able to follow the deals they make. There's also some mention of Pharasma, also known as the Lady of Graves. Though, that's more in, as she serves kind of the sanctity of death. That is an appointment all people will meet. So that can be seen more as a metaphorical chain and has that comparison made as such. But there's no direct changes in deities or binding that you're aware of. At least not with just one check, anyways.
What about, like, changes in power levels, influence, that kind of basically the same as what we were already talking about.
Well, when you're looking at a large enough scale, it feels like they happen almost constantly. I mean, the entirety of history could be described as deities gaining and losing power.
But, like, any significant shifts
For
happening over a short time?
that, I will have to just get back to you on. I don't want to say one way or the other, because I don't know what the official stance might be, and I don't have an unofficial stance at this exact second. So, for now, you haven't found it. Perhaps you'll make the connections later, is the best I can give you.
Okay.
Admittedly, I gave out these books and immediately focused on every other aspect except the books, which was a mistake. But too late now.
Do we have a copy of the children's book?
I don't think so. But you could certainly go and check it out from the library next door, where you found it originally.
That's true. Oh, wait, but the symbol that they use is more like the chain of stars, right? Versus a star in chains.
I believe the one they use is the star in chains.
Oh. Wait, but I thought the star in chains was from the children's book.
Yes. I'm sorry, I thought that's what they you were referring to was. Now
No,
I'm
sorry,
confused.
the
Alt.
cult.
Let me think for a second, because now I'm getting myself confused.
Now I'm suddenly thinking, like, are we on the right track, or did we get completely sidetracked by this potentially unrelated?
So yeah, the one the cult uses is the one where like kind of like the stars are more or less dangling from a chain affixed in space.
Ah, gotcha.
Whereas the one the book used was a star wrapped in chains.
Okay.
Thing. Damn it, I can't remember which is which at the moment. I need to actually write that down, so I'm trying to remember things that I shouldn't.
No, that tracks with what I remember.
Well, I will have to go with that for right now because I don't have it written down like I should. I need to just make more notes in general. I have the best of intentions with the worst of executions.
I know that struggle.
Pip's gonna
Anyway.
sigh and say, maybe I should have just spent time today crafting. Maybe the thinking time would have done me better.
Well, speaking of crafting, scrap seed.
Yeah.
Let's craft. So back up to repair. Hey, let's see, it was a crafting check, right? Yeah. If you're gonna try to repair his halberd, I need you to make a crafting check.
Alright, so. A second.
By the way, do you have a repair toolkit? You need one. If you don't.
Who knows?
Go buy one. How much could it cost?
Mm.
If I recall correctly, they're fairly cheap.
Probably consumable.
About that, actually. Let me go find it. Because I was going to have one. And then realized that I needed something else. Portable anvil, tongs, woodworking tools, whetstone, and oils.
Hey, you need a vice.
And they are 2 gold.
Perhaps you need gold. I've got some.
Where are these in the book?
Which?
Tools.
Yeah, repairs kit or whatever.
Repair toolkit is on page 290. And then the actual repair, like, skill check is on 236.
Okay.
Well, for now, let's say you have one. Because even if you don't, in the time that they're doing reading, it's really go out, get one, come back.
Yeah, I could get one. Like I have the money.
So, I need you to make a crafting check.
It's a 9.
That should be a failure.
I believe so, but I accidentally reloaded the page when I was trying to duplicate it. So one moment while I pull it back up.
It just has to not be a critical failure.
Yeah, you can just try again. The DC should be 14
Yeah.
base for like a level 0 item, I think.
Crafting.
Yeah, so that just means 10 minutes down. That's not a problem.
Yeah, that's nothing.
'Cause I'll take your word on the DC, because all the repair action says is that saves the crafting DC. And if I look at crafting, that's like several pages where it never lists DC
Yeah, I'm
particularly
just
quickly.
I have a list of DC up, basically. It's the lowest is 14, then it goes up by like
Alright.
each level of the item.
Okay, cool. 14 it is then. So, 9 is a failure. 10 minutes go by, let's call it 20, so you've gone out, bought the thing, come back. Spend the next 10. Roll me on the check. So I guess it's like at least an hour. Or you're done, either one.
It's a 26.
26.
Right?
So that's a critical success. So you restore 10 hit points to the item, plus an additional 10 hit points for each proficiency rank. Are you trained in craft?
I am trained.
Okay, so then you restore 20 hit points, which is as many hit points as the item has, so it's fixed.
You did
Mhm.
So that
it.
took 20 minutes.
Well, 10 to get the kit, 10 to do the first check that failed, 10 to do the second check that succeeded, so 30.
What do I do with the rest of my day?
Feed and suffer.
One other, actually, so I'm gonna actually cut the study session a little short. There's one other thing you probably could and should go about doing today, whether it's preferably on camera or off. You may need to check in on Hubert, as he's now been assigned to his safe house today.
Oh yeah!
Whether or not you want to play that is your guys' choice, but that is another activity that could eat up a couple hours, regardless of if we play it out or not.
Have we thought of other things that we might want to talk to him about regarding, you know, his involvement in things? I'm assuming not.
I don't think we need to do anything with him except make sure he's okay. Mostly our involvement with him is just, especially for Sagar, he just feels real bad for the guy. Like, he just wants to help the guy catch a break and keep him out of harm's way because he's deeply involved, or at least he's involved, if not deeply. Perhaps not deeply. With what we're dealing with, he is involved with some guys who are causing a big problem. We don't know what exactly that problem is yet, and it could seems to be the end of the world, possibly. So just trying to keep him out of harm's way. And anyway,
Shit. I don't know if I ever actually marked down what feat I took at level 3.
You should probably do that.
I absolutely should, and I don't remember what it was.
After like an hour of attempting to read, Arena is just too bored and she is going to leave for the monastery to just work out for the rest of, well, the day until they actually need to do something.
Sounds good. But as long as the spell lasts anyways, so you gave it a good try.
Alright, I'm just gonna leave because, like, this is just not working for me.
Yeah. I understand. Soggert's still proud of her. For trying.
I'm gonna go punch something. Bye.
Alright.
Pip just kind of raises a hand in farewell as they focus on the book.
Meet us back here at this time before the heist.
Yeah, sure.
Let's just hope she knows how to tell time.
She tells one of the monks of the monastery they can help.
She's never had a problem with time before. Wait, has she?
Mhm.
I mean, you've been with her most of the time when you need her to be on time, but
She's like, I imagine she's pretty reliable about everything except reading. Generally understanding things. Paying for stuff.
That is up to her.
It's true. I use the word I imagine.
yeah, we'll find out.
Oh boy.
That's my favorite answer. So, is there interest in checking in on Hubert? And if there is, do you want to do it actively or just say, we did it, we spent this much time doing it?
I'm okay with hand waving it, unless there's an important conversation. I would say we want to do it subtly, because, you know, kind of the point of a safe house is that nobody knows you're there.
Indeed.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, you guys can take probably about 3 hours to get it all done. And then there'll be an additional bit of time depending on where it is you're going to head to next. As long as you're taking the time, you should be able to easily get in and out without drawing any kind of attention.
Okay. Is there specific questions you had, or anything you wanted to talk about with him, Pip?
I don't think so.
So
Nothing I can think of right now.
we make sure he's okay. Is he okay?
He is as okay as you remember him being the last time we did this.
Then I draw things back to the research, just sighing and setting the book in front of me aside, saying,
I'm not finding anything about changes to the Pantheon or any of the histories. If there used to be a different god of something, it's not recorded here. I have more books to go through, but I think I'm dry. I'm beginning to wonder if this is referring to buying a celestial being, if it's not a lesser celestial being, like an angel.
That's kind of what I was thinking, which is why I was looking at like swings in power levels. Because if it's but I mean, I guess never mind.
Losing
Angels
one
don't
angel
necessarily
might not
work
be
very
enough to tip
specific.
balance.
Yeah. They also might not necessarily be specific to a deity.
Usually they are. There.
Yeah, I don't know. You're the religion person.
yeah. Just check to see what my character knows. Okay, that's not bad. 27.
27, and what is it you're trying to check specifically?
Understanding if angels are just like generic celestial beings that sometimes choose to follow gods, or if they're the specific creations of particular gods and always serve that god.
It's column A and column B.
Oh.
Like, angels as a whole are more or less beings that are native to the positive planes. But they certainly have some that they create that are a bit more specific and usually serve them for their entire lives. So they are always in column A. They're sometimes also part of column B, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Unless we can pinpoint any god that lost one of their angelic servants, creations, it's like when one of us goes on this plane. Missing persons.
Wait, what?
There are many angels, and if one's been taken, it might not even be able to be figured out who's missing and who they belong to.
Ah, I see.
But individual angels are still powerful creatures. So there'd be reason, I think, for someone who has signs that are untoward to harness the power of such a creature. This Chain Star, I'm convinced, is some prison angel, but who knows? You have completely misinterpreted the clues here.
I want to reread the Chain Star story.
At the library next door. We can go check out.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck me, my lack of notes.
That doesn't sound like an orifice.
It's the hole where my head should be. Anyway. So yeah, you guys can go and check it back out. It'll take a little bit of searching since now you know exactly where on the shelf it was, since it was Emery who found it the first time.
Yes.
But you do know at least what shelf it's on. So it's at most minutes, not anything more than that. But as spoken through, you'll be able to either quickly read over it there or take it to Diana or Livy to get it checked out.
I will do so.
And I'm going to do my best to remember what this book said. But I'm just having to remember from when I first made it up, however many months ago.
Notes!
So, I will do my best to check over a couple session videos over the coming week and do some corrections in the Discord. But, to the best of my memory, it is a children's story, heavy on pictures, that describes a star trying to change and become something new, but more or less getting told and forced to conform to what it's supposed to be, which is why it's been viewed as a problematic book. The book itself, obviously not, but like the message is not one most people find pleasant. With the store, in the end, end up being changed and stuck in place.
Oh, sorry.
That's the broad strokes. If I try and get any more specific, I'm most likely going to be wrong.
That's okay. That, I think, does well enough. So
Yeah, I suppose one thing that is interesting is that the potential positive spin that this book is trying to impart, and it is the goal of all children's books, even if it gets it rather wrong, is that it's more or less trying to promote, if you're not doing more or less the role you're doing now, who's going to do it for you? Kind of like everyone have a place to fit, and if everyone is in that place, things work well. Which still kind of screwy, but that's the best we got. So, I'm gonna make a bit of a decision here. Since a lot of the desired downtime comes down to questions about things that I am struggling to remember answers for, I am going to request that we move on to the things I have plans for, since this does not directly affect those.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
I will do my best to backfill that detail in once I actually have answers to this.
All right.
Sounds like a plan.
Oh.
Because in other words, I have drawn things to a screaming halt.
How could you do that?
So, the one thing that I can accomplish right now is Emarina and her training. Are you looking to meditate, physical training, anything like strength, endurance? What's the general goal here?
Definitely not meditation. She has been bored for long enough.
I figured as much, but had to ask.
Yeah. She's mostly just going to spar with others at the moment. She wants some excitement.
Okay. Then I would like you to either make me an athletics check or some attack rolls.
I can do one of each, maybe.
Sure.
Alright, that's attack roll is not great. That is a total of 15.
Okay. Any other?
Plus 9. Oh, 15 there too.
Alright, well, that meets what I had in my head. So, this isn't the most... this training's not going to have exactly lasting effects, but at least for the moment, you seem to be kind of figuring some things out. And so I'm going to give you a +1 to attack rolls and athletics checks for today.
Yay.
That might be useful.
Perhaps with more training, additional, more permanent bonuses can be implied, but for now, that's what you.
Yeah, after the sun is getting a little lower in the sky, she's gonna try to meet up with the others.
Sounds good. So you all meet back at the inn, and I presume make your way over to the building in question.
Yeah.
Alright. Apparently I never named this board. But at least it's the only one with not names. Totally. Alright. Board. Tokens. Oop. Huh. Interesting. Boop. Boop. And pick. Excellent players. I seem to have lost Thomas somewhere. Most unfortunate. Alrighty, I think that's it for what I can do for the game board.
This is where Scrapsy got chased by a dog.
Yes.
Indeed.
This is where Scrapsy blew Soggert's mind, making him realize he doesn't really know Scrapsy very well at all.
Also, where you learned he's not tall enough to open doors.
Yup.
A valuable lesson was learned that day.
Many
Exactly.
valuable lessons.
So many lessons. What, Derek?
I said several, in fact.
Alright, so alright. So where are they coming from, Amarina? Where are they gonna where can we intercept them?
I mean, last time they were like this way, hiding in the shadow somewhere.
Are we intercepting them? Well, we're just observing this time, right?
Well, I meant after.
Well, yeah, if they actually succeed and we like grab the
Mhm.
thing and
That part we're gonna have
Stuff.
to figure out this time, aren't we? Because we interrupted their ingress last time and they abandoned the job. We don't know where they'd come out if they succeeded yet. What if they come out a different place and they go in?
Right. That makes sense.
I mean, maybe they'll come out the same spot and we're fine, but
should we like spread out then maybe? I don't know.
I'll take up a casual point of observation, get a mochaccino and just sit with a newspaper.
What's a mochaccino?
Terrible drink, honestly.
Well, why would we get one then?
It makes you look convincingly aloof. Only aloof people drink mochachinos. Everyone knows that.
I figured we'd just, like, pick a spot in the shadows.
But then we're being attentive, and somebody will say, why are those people hiding in the shadow being attentive? Want to look aloof.
Okay, well, what if we are Never mind, there's a flaw in that plan.
No, go on. I want to hear it.
Hang on, I'm laughing too hard.
Broke herself.
My line of sight is very short.
What if we were reading a book?
Sure. I suppose that could make you look aloof to the things around you.
In the shadows. We
Oh
were
my
hiding
God.
in
Dark
the
vision
shadows, remember?
Yeah, that would probably look very strange.
How can you see the words on the page?
Okay, I'm okay. Okay. So book's not gonna work.
Mochaccino newspaper.
But isn't it a little late for a mochaccino in a newspaper?
It's like...
No, I'm sure it's
dark
fine.
out.
We're people who need to be up late, so we're drinking mochaccino for the energy. We're reading the newspaper now because it's tomorrow's newspaper.
How did we get a copy of tomorrow's newspaper?
Because we work for the newspaper. We've got the early edition.
This is quite the backstory.
Or the editor's cousin.
I do have a lot of cousins.
And I am the delivery kobold. Who also works for the Temple of Kazo.
I'm gonna just look at your halo for a second.
I wear many hats.
But that's a
How
halo.
dark is it at the moment? Like, is it late at, like, pretty late? Or is it just, like,
It's not
beginning to
like
dark?
it. Like I think it's on dusk. Like sun's like currently in the process of setting. So say like 6 o'clock.
I'm just gonna try to get on top of a building somewhere close-ish, so she can get like a vantage point where she think they're gonna like do something, based on where they, you know, where she saw them last time.
Okay, so Amarina and Scrapsy will hide places. Places that make sense. And you and I are getting a mochaccino. Is there even a place where we could acquire a mochaccino nearby?
I mean, at this point, I think it's been spoken into existence. So I'm gonna go with yes.
I know a place. They make the only mochaccino worth pretending to drink.
And it's right here? That's
Extremely convenient.
exactly, that's the word I was looking for.
Come on, I'm gonna introduce you to Daryl. He's my mocha guy.
Okay. Are we gonna be able to actually see them from this shop? Or are we gonna have to take out our cups? Do they have cups that we can take with us?
Oh, yeah. And Daryl is famous for having invented the to-go cup. It's ceramic.
Moment. Oh,
The mocha's the only reason you know that you're actually drinking something and not just chewing on the clay.
that's specific to mocha?
It's just because there's not a lot of difference between the flavor of clay and the flavor of coffee.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
All of this has been like 15 minutes of shitting on coffee.
Okay. So I was off trying to do some things. What do I need to know about what's happening?
We're going to my mocha guy. He's named Daryl. Also, he invented the to-go cup, which is why you buy the drink and you also get the cup and you can just leave with it. It's made of clay. He's got an army of little kobolds that make them for him. They cost him about a copper piece per cup, and he rolls that into the price of the mochaccino.
Okay. Sure. Why not?
It's called
Kobold
world
sweatshop.
building, okay? It's an art.
Also, a lot of shitting on coffee.
I gave him the important
So you guys go
parts.
to the Kobold sweatshop and you get your coffee.
Oh my god. And we bring our to-go cup to a convenient location to watch for the people.
Yeah. Somewhere
All
nearby
right.
where we can kind of lean back in a chair. Maybe it's a bench. I got this newspaper. It's probably tomorrow's, or I'll tell people it is. No, I won't.
And Ariel's
Hello?
trying to get on top of a nearby building. What is Scrapsy?
Perhaps he's a puppet.
Good job. Alright, I'll deal with building.
Thomas!
Thomas is muted.
He doesn't like us.
No, I heard something, and then I heard Scrapsy's a puppet.
Well,
Yes,
I think
what is
because
Scrapsy doing?
Derek was saying, what's Scrapsy doing? But doing didn't transmit, so I just heard, what's Scrapsy? And that's why I said
Ah.
Scrapsy's a puppet.
Well, what is he doing is, in fact, what I said. So, what is Scrapsy doing? I suppose technically you could still say a puppet, but
There's another puppet in the city?
Scrapsy will be with Pip.
okay. So the three of you are off getting coffee. And Marina, you're climbing a building. Or you're trying to climb it from the inside or the outside?
She's gonna try to do it from the outside in like an alley or something, if she can find it.
Okay, I need an athletics check.
Yep. 22.
22. Alright, you're gonna be able to climb the building. I also need a stealth check. Which I believe I roll, correct?
Yes, plus 9.
Awesome. Find my d20. There it is.
Realizing I don't actually know how to spell mochaccino.
Alright.
I mean,
You
it's mocha and then
attempt to climb this
CPI,
building, which you
That's how
do
I spelled it.
successfully. Do your best to be quiet in the process. It's not your stealthiest approach ever, but hopefully no one's paying attention. And then the three of you get coffee. And are trying to be
Mochaccino.
inconspicuous. So, I need the three of you to make stealth checks, so just tell me what your modifiers are.
Oh, right. 7.
2. And I guess this is just to be looking casual.
Yes.
More or less. I will say if you want to use charisma instead of dexterity, I will allow that.
Like performance.
No, like, you
There's the
still use
place.
the stealth training, but you use charisma instead of dexterity as the base.
Oh, I see. Okay, well then that's 3.
Okay? And Scrapsy, what about you?
That
Well, modifier. What's
I
your
need
stealth
you to roll me
modifier?
some stealth. Oh yeah,
Um,
give me a stealth modifier.
that's in here somewhere. 10.
10. Okay, so,
10, 7, 3.
Crapsy is able to hide very well. Perhaps he's in a pocket somewhere, drinking his thimble full of mochaccino. The other two of you are doing your very best to act casual.
You see, the stamp on the bottom of the clay mug is how you know who made it. And this one, as you can see, is a little, curled dragon horn. I know these guys. They're from down, he points down the street, over that way, one of the kobold burrows there.
Problem is, the two of you are about as good at acting casual as Team Avatar. So, good luck with that.
Sapphire Fire.
Sapphire Fire?
Yes, that's my name.
Right.
I'm married to Wang Fire.
But I'm Pippin Popsicopoulos.
And
No, that's-
Papadopoulos. The
That's doing
third.
Third.
Anyways,
Pippin Paddle Popsicopoulos.
Pippin Paddleopsicopoulos.
Paddle
So-
Popsicopoulos? Okay.
you'll give it a couple hours. Night falls. Ooh, that looks neat. Fly aboard. There we go.
Are the scales dry?
So, some people are going to start giving you weird looks if you've been there for a few hours.
Have we been there
Like,
for
whoever
a few
happens to be
hours?
owning the area you're occupying.
You've got dragon chess, right?
Not on me. I've got
But I'm going to make perception checks, which I suppose I just roll, and I think I have those numbers, but remind me just in case.
7.
6.
Okay?
What number am I reminding?
Perception.
Perception.
Perception. I think mine's an 8. It's a 9. Need scrap top of
Pip,
right?
what do you got?
6.
And Scrapsy, what do you got?
Spins a 9.
Oh, it's a 9.
Okay.
Ooh, Rapsy. Perceptive.
So, from where everyone's at, around midnight, Sagart and Scrapsy, along with Emarina, are all going to notice as of yet unnamed thieves. Dumb and Dumber on the far end of the building seem to make their way to the back.
Well, we love Dumb and Dumber.
And that's my name for any two Prix members that you do not know the name of. But you'll see them making their way to the back. Are you guys trying to intervene or just watch?
Watch.
Watch.
Yep.
Okay.
But I didn't notice them, right?
You did not. You are
Boo.
happily enjoying your not coffee.
Did I notice them?
Yes, everyone but Pip.
Everyone but
Yep.
that. Okay. Then, Sagar's going to go.
All right, looks like we're on.
On what? On coffee? Yes. Yes, I am.
No, they're here. Going to need to reposition.
I'm gonna squint into the darkness in the opposite direction. Or in a incorrect direction, I should say.
He's just going to gently reach out and put a hand on the top of one of your hands and then point in the direction they actually went.
I'm gonna look in that direction.
He has
Do
an
I see them
expression.
now?
He has an expression of utter patience on his face.
You won't be able to see them anymore because there's only like a brief flash unless you even see them at all from this distance, given that it's well outside any kind of dark vision range. I think? Or is there dark vision actually have it? Okay.
Not in Pathfinder, no, I don't think it does.
Wow, never mind.
I don't have dark vision anyway.
Well, then you can't see them, period.
Me and Scrapsy have dark vision.
Had
Wait,
no
I
light
can
vision,
cast
but
dark
you made
vision.
this-
I cast dark vision.
Okay. You certainly have done that previously. So, since you didn't fix them initially, you're not going to quite see a person, but you will see what appears to be a tail as it goes around the corner of the building.
Quietly.
And Marina, you're going to, from your perch, you'll be able to see kind of the whole two sides of this corner here. So you'll be able to see them from where you're currently crouched.
I unfortunately don't have dark vision, so my vision is not great.
That would make things. Do you have low light or just nothing?
Nothing.
Best luck with that.
Wow.
I guess I should probably rescind my statement of you noticing them then, because you didn't.
Woo!
So, three of you,
Sneaking up to the corner.
Shh, quiet.
I don't know exactly where Amarina is because she went up to a roof and I was trying to be, I figured we'd have different vantage points, so I'm not certain where she is. How much does the halo always glow?
I think you can actively brighten and dim it. I think that's like an Avamar thing. I have to check.
I just meant, like, is it always glowing a little bit?
I don't think necessarily even has to always be existing, so I don't think so.
Okay. Even my item, like, the item could be invisible?
More like not manifested, like it's still kind of on your person, but just not there.
Interesting.
Like, grab thing. I Okay. So... Huh. So I guess I will just treat it like the Asimar Halo, because apparently that is a feat which you did not pick. At least if my version of your sheet is correct.
I don't have any feats relating to the Halo.
So I will just treat it like that, because might as well. So, the Halo does exist, but you can suppress or reestablish the Halo with a single action.
Okay. I mean, if it glows when it exists, then when I'm doing stealthy things, I probably wouldn't want it to exist.
When it exists, your Halo sheds light with the effects of a light cantrip. So you basically would have a torch over your head if it's on.
Gotcha. Are there guards or people moving around the city with torches?
There would be some, and there's some additional guards specifically for this compound.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, there would be some civic enforcement also present, especially at night.
So what you're saying is that I can, specifically with this item, choose to suppress it so that I do not have torchlight?
Correct.
Okay. Given the...
Since there's already rules for a Halo to exist, I'm just going to follow those.
Okay, so given the stealthiness of our operation, or the hope for stealthiness of our operation, then I suppose, do I lose any other benefits when it's suppressed, or is it just getting rid of the visual appearance?
It's just getting rid of the visual appearance. If you want to still be floating above your head, but basically like, turned off, you can.
I just wanted to know, like, if
fear it entirely when you do that. It's up to you, but
I just wanted to know if it was like out of existence entirely, like if I lost the benefits it gives. But if not, then yeah, let's just suppress it for now. I think he usually just wears it proudly, like doesn't even think about it. It's just always floating there.
Yeah.
But in this case, he'd be like, "Oh, darkness time," and turn it off.
all right. So the three of you make your way over to the corner here, and I think perhaps as you like, do you have the Halo off immediately, or is it only once you start kind of moving towards the thing?
I mean, I think that I would have probably turned it off as soon as our operation began, which would be when we got the mochas and sat down with them.
Okay. And yeah, so you three kind of stack up on this corner. I'm envisioning like the three of you sticking heads out at your various heights. You'll see these two attempting to make their way up and over the wall. With the one currently labeled Dumber place himself at the base with some sort of rope attached to a harness that leads over to the one currently labeled Dumb, who is holding the other end as they make a run at their friend, get a leap off of them, and manage to ever so barely make it over the ridiculously high wall. And as they begin to fall, the rope pulls up and begins to pull their friend up and over.
Do I see anything at all?
You don't, but you will be able to, from your good perception from earlier, you will hear as this thing starts to go into place. So you'll be able to move over to the others and kind of start making them out once you get closer.
Can't see crap. Okay. She starts climbing down.
Like, I mean, if they made their way to the front, you can see, like, you can see all the guards on the inside of the courtyard because there's torches and lights in. But all of the unlit action at the back, you've kind of got nothing.
She's just going to regroup with her friends.
Alright. So you will have had to have missed their dramatic entrance.
Yep.
But the two thieves have made their way inside. That's really all you're going to be able to see from the outside. A good 30, maybe 45 minutes passes. And you're going to start hearing some commotion from within the grounds. The grounds is an accurate description. As the two thieves seem to have been spotted at some stage of their infiltration. As mentioned this, they did manage to get at least inside the main building, but you don't think they're making it back out, at least not with whatever it is they came for.
Can either of you do something about, like, me being able to see with, like, magic and stuff? I can't see anything.
Not right now. Give me some time and I'll be able to figure it
concentrating on
out.
your own.
No, it's self at its base rank. I have to learn it at heightened 3.
Ah,
I've got it. Okay, there. My
Just
solution
as-
is light.
Just as you think that they're about to get caught, or as it sounds like it's about to wind down, you're going to see the magical equivalent of a flare go up and over the east wall, which is the one to your backs at the moment. As the two of them make their way back over the wall, as they're making their way out the
do we see this?
yes, and they'll being quickly guards in pursuit. Let me change the so it's still
I
around
remember that
midnight,
daylight
I guess
flare.
probably closer to 1. But there are now going to be some very pissed neighbors.
I've got an
This
idea.
is true.
What's your idea?
We need to get down one of these alleys ahead of them fast.
You do that. I'm gonna chase him. She's.
Yeah, I was gonna say
start
someone should
chasing
stay
them.
on them though. Okay,
Um,
let's try and beat them off then.
Do we go into initiative or do this like?
No,
Never mind.
rephrase that.
It's okay. Cut them off. I said cut them off.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh. Sorry, what were you saying, Danielle?
Like. What was I saying?
You were chasing after them.
Yeah. Do we go into initiative or do we do it theater of mind, basically?
Theater of the mind probably works best.
Amina's gonna immediately activate her Key Rush ability, so she speeds up significantly.
Alright.
For basically 1 turn. She has 40 base move speed, and it doubles it for like 1 turn, basically.
Alright, they'll definitely let you at least make up the initial ground you started behind on. And what are the other 3 of you doing?
I'm running down a nearby alley in the rough direction that they're heading, imagining that they're going to try and find a side street to go down to escape pursuit. I'm trying to get ahead of them. But I am
But what if
small.
they go off the other side?
I don't know. I have to make a guess here. I have to just do my best. We could split up. The plan is find a door that's unlocked, get inside it, and call them in. Like you're trying to help them escape. Quick, in here.
But how do we know that the doors are unlocked?
You test them with your hands.
I don't want to just try random doors!
So, as you two are running and bickering, and Emarina is giving strong chase to the other two. You won't have caught up to them or be able to have quite gotten a close look for Team Short, that is. And Arena, on the other hand, you're faster than these two, especially without being able to use the ability like Rush to pick up difference on if you might have to, like, if any mistakes are made. So you will see them turn into what appears to be an alley and go straight through a solid wall.
She's gonna do what they do and run into the wall.
Alright. If there were anyone else, I would ask for like a willpower check to see if you can convince yourself to run full force at a brick wall. But I think you can pass. You go through the wall. It appears to be some form of illusion.
No Wile E. Coyote splattering here.
Much to the alarm of the two thieves, who immediately will turn weapons out.
Oh, hey, pricks again.
What do you mean again? How'd you follow us?
It's
Like
complicated.
panting out of breath.
Before basically all of this started, while I was waiting, would I have time to like activate my key thing, like my stance and my gates? Like as the flare was like, you know, being shut up.
While you're talking, we're going to be kind of moving off to the side. Okay. Why'd you follow us? You don't look like one of her guards.
I just want to know what you stole. I mean, I don't need it. I just want to know. Like, is it cool? Is it shiny? Is it sparkly?
It's dangerous is what it is. And we have the last breath of our plan to get to, and you need to leave. You don't have protections we do.
She's gonna like try to eye them. Like, how strong do they look based on like their movements?
They don't look physically strong. Assuming that their entrance earlier was described to you by the others, they certainly seem skilled, and based on this hideout, or potential just stopgap measure, seem well prepared. So, even if they're not necessarily physically strong, they have some skills, and are at the very least well financed.
Besky, the wall I went through, does it lead into like a building, or is it like another alleyway or something?
It leads basically to a small room.
She knows that the others try to go around somewhere. She's gonna try to like whistle really loudly if she can.
Alright, so then Team Short, as you're trying to follow, you'll see that you eventually lose them, but on the short you lose them, all you see is like a dead end. You won't have seen them turn in, but you're fairly confident there's nowhere else they could have gone. I mean, they maybe could have kept going into the street, but it's hard to tell. And then you're going to hear a loud whistle coming from that dead end that immediately gets muffled and cut off. As the two pricks inside, the one that moved off to the side, is going to immediately press something on the wall, and while there's not going to be any, and there's not going to be anything that visually changes, but this is in time with what cuts off the noise for Team Short to hear.
I'm going to cast. Yes. Detect magic. I want to cast detect magic. Obviously ignoring all the sources that I already know about.
Okay. Can you remember how to detect magic works in this edition? This system?
Basically, I detect the presence of magic. Let me see if there's any more detail to that. Well, never mind. I send out a pulse that registers the presence of magic. If I receive no information beyond the presence or absence. And I detect illusion magic only if that magic's effect has a lower rank than the rank of your detect magic spell. It is a cantrip, so I guess that puts it at 2 now?
I think it's half your level rounded. It might be rounded up, I think it's rounded down. What's your highest level spell you can cast? Second or first?
Second.
Okay, then yeah, it's 2. Because it's just going to be basically it's what the highest level spell is. So you do not detect any additional magic.
Could we tell where the whistle was coming from?
It's going to be coming from the empty dead end. Basically a dead end alley. I'll try and mock something up real quick.
Okay. I'm assuming then that any illusion I wouldn't be able to detect, but can I detect, any, like, magic coming off of the people? Because, like, I will be ignoring, you know, all the magic that I know of from... Oh, shit. Even if I know that we have magic, I have to know specifically the magic items that everybody has, I think.
Sure, I've only got the halo.
You know the halo I know about? Amarina has a ring that I assume is magic because it's connected somehow to her kineticism. Right?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think it would.
I was just trying to remember if that was the thing that I had learned from. Okay. Any magic stuff that Scrapsy has, I would know about, I assume. So, okay. Then yes, I probably, if there is a magic, then it is probably not from one of my allies. And therefore it is probably from an enemy. Not that it's gonna tell me where they are, just that they exist.
Well, there is no additional magic that you...
Huh, interesting. I'm gonna cast detect magic again. No longer ignoring Amarina's ring. If I can pick and choose the sources of magic that I choose to ignore.
I suppose
Can
you
I
still do not detect any magic.
Oh, that's neat.
What's the problem? Where'd they go?
Well, we heard a whistle. that seem to be coming from like this dead end area, right? Right. I can't detect Amarina's magic. And it's probably safe to assume that that whistle came from her, right?
Well, she's known to climb on roofs. Maybe she's on the roof.
Okay, well, let's try the roof then.
Scamper.
All right.
there any
I'm
doors
getting
on this dead
athletics
end, by
checks
the
on
way?
anyone who wants to try and climb onto the roof.
Okay, wait, we'd be here, and Amarina's on the other side of that wall. Right.
Yeah, should be.
Yep, I'm just working on kind of putting
Yep.
this together. So you guys would probably be a bit further back. Yeah, same general area. There'd also be like debris and stuff in this alley, but time.
Any doors?
Some small windows, none big enough for your average sized person to fit through, and no doors.
None of us is average size.
True.
Amarina is, though.
True.
Okay, so trying to get on the roof.
Scamper.
Like I said, any athletics checks on anyone who wants to try and get
Great.
on the roof.
I
Right.
definitely heard that. Alright. That might actually be high enough. Okay, better hope it's high enough on the dice. Dice roll, go! 17.
Remember, you have your points you can spend if you're not confident on the rolls.
I'm gonna spend my hero point because I rolled a 2.
I'm not gonna spend my hero
Yeah,
point
what?
because I rolled a 17.
All of my dice belong in jail tonight. That's a 3 athletics.
Alright, and Scropsy, are you trying to go up as well?
Thomas?
Thomas!
Yep.
Are you
Are
going
you
to try
climbing?
and climb this building with me?
Yeah, okay.
Athletics check.
Next is a 3. Right, I'm not in anything in Talesware, so.
Don't need to be. Just let me know what you get.
I can't roll anything.
Don't
Roll
have any
50
dice on you?
dice?
No, they're down in a box.
Okay. Do you know what your modifier for athletics is?
3.
Okay, 1 second while I open up the dice tray. Yeah, 14. So there's a 14, a 17, and a Pip. What'd Pip get?
3.
Alrighty. You cannot find your first foothold.
Yep, that's fair. I'm gonna take 2 instead, just feeling around the bricks, seeing if there's any, like, buttons or levers or anything that I can find.
Alright. We'll get to that in a second. The other 2 of you are going to be able to make your way onto the roof. Sagart, you're going to be able to do so quickly. Scrapsy, you'll make your way up, but like the guards are starting to show up by the time you make it onto the roof. Sagart, you do not see Emarina anywhere.
I was like
Same
up
for
at the highest
Scraps.
point, turning a circle, like scratching my head, like, where the heck did you get to?
Do a thing. Not that thing. Hmm. I guess I need a perception check. You Pip.
Well, my modifier is 6.
I am the moment I am pulling up other things, and the results will be immediate. So just do me a favor and roll it for me.
Okay. Ooh, I finally rolled something. 23.
Well, I have good news and bad news.
Oh dear.
Good news is you got the best results. Bad news, you are highly confident that all these bricks are in fact bricks.
Yep. That's okay.
There are no levers or anything on this side that you can seem to find. The one thing you will spot is some faint scraping marks at the base of this wall.
Hmm.
Are they like vertical lines?
Horizontal.
Even weirder.
I'm gonna run my fingers along them.
As far as you can tell, it looks like something was slid along here recently, though part of the marks are covered, which is weird.
Covered how?
Like the walls on top of part of them. Like, you feel like they should continue, but they don't.
There wasn't a wall here recently. Maybe. I think out loud because there isn't actually anyone down here to hear me.
Alright, now I need to go back to Emarina for a minute. So, what do you do when your whistle does not seem to have any positive effects?
I'm confident because I have friends.
They're not getting in here. And you're not getting out after that stunt. I'm probably gonna need some initiative. You have very
No.
actively threatened these people.
Yeah, initiative done.
Emarina's totally about to get murdered again.
21.
21. Alrighty. Turn-based mode. Delete. Emarina. Dumber. Dumb. Let me roll up some initiatives here. Impressive. Double impressive. Okay. Here are the initiatives. Oh wait. It's not. Now it's the correct initiatives. So between turns, I'm gonna see what the others are doing. But
Alright,
for now,
my question earlier. Bisky asked if flare was going up. Did she have time to activate her gate and go into her stance?
Is that like an action? What does that take to do?
Both of them are one action.
Okay, you could have done that at some point while you're running, so sure.
Okay, cool. Seeing that things aren't going super well, she basically moves to the this corner here and just like tries to go through like the wall. She like starts to like take her hamster.
Alright, you find a very solid wall. Welcome to the cage match.
Uh-oh. At this point, she is going to elemental blast the one in the opposite corner.
Okay. Let me see if there's a relevant stat block I can pull up for these things. Believe it or not, I did not expect armed conflict.
Does a 16 hit?
Give me a second. Oh, I should probably look. Okay, that one would work. 1 second, I at least know the name of this one. A 16 will miss.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I guess I only have one action left. She is going to use her basically lashing currents. She's gonna make a whip with 10-foot reach. Does that hit?
Okay.
Does that reach? 10 foot?
Uh,
Or is it too far away?
it's sure. This room is really a 3x3. Or I guess not 3x3, 3x4. So you can reach. You'll be able to reach this one, but not this one.
Okay. Oh wait, I got like +1 for, was it attacks and athletics checks? Would a 17
That
have
is
hit?
correct. 17 in fact does hit.
Okay, good. That is a 7 bludgeoning damage.
Alright. Second.
That was the one in the corner.
Yep. I
The other
just
one.
need to pull up. It's clean. Okay. 7 damage, you said?
Yeah, 7 damage. And second attack against the other would be a 19 to hit.
Alright, that probably hits. I still need a stat block for it, but 1 second. Different creatures, different stats. Sorry. Trying to find something that fits.
Who has better stats, Dumb or Dumber?
Probably dumber by mistake, but
Sorry, I had to get up to go to the bathroom. Did I miss something?
not exactly. I'm trying to find a stat block for the second one.
Emerita's in combat, just in case you missed that part.
Nope, I hadn't missed that part. That's one of the reasons I got up without saying anything. I was like, okay, there's 3 turns, three characters that have to go before I might have to answer any questions. I just came back and there was silence, and I was like, uh-oh. Did it go through it a lot faster than I thought?
That won't work. Big. Alright, screw it. I'm taking too long, so I'm just going to wing it on the stat block for now and make sure I have a more firmly in place one for if this happens again later. So, 19 you said?
Yeah.
That'll hit.
6 slashing damage.
Alright, it takes 6 slashing damage.
And that's my turn.
Okay, Sagart.
I'm up on
what
the
is it?
roof. So, do I hear anything that's going on while I'm up on the roof, or is there a lot of stone and wood between me and them?
Make me a perception check.
Okay. Nat 1. Gonna hero point that.
Okay.
$16 on die is a 25.
25. You are confident if there was something to hear, you would hear it, but you do not.
Okay. And I'm just going to call down to the others and say, there's no sign of her up here. She couldn't have gotten much farther. I'm looking around, like, down alleyways and things to see if they're still running anywhere.
You mentioned guards arriving. Are they here already?
I mean, they're probably just running past, if I'm being honest. They'll see you,
Okay.
but none of you match the description. I mean, Maria might, because fuzzy tail, but, like, all of you are not even the right height. So,
Fair.
Climbing on
Team
buildings is
short
not
for the win.
suspicious at all.
it's suspicious, but they have other issues to be concerned with at this exact moment.
Yes, they're not the city guards.
Like-
These are her guards. These are Elora's guards.
Well, even if they are city guards that have been tasked with this is very much a, if we don't find them, we're coming back for you in a few minutes type of thing.
Gotcha. Get those.
Because you might be a problem. The other thing is a problem.
Watching them go by there. That we might want to not be here when those boys come back.
Agreed. So can I Arcana check this? I'm trying to figure out if there is a spell I can think of that would explain this. I mean, okay, so what can I just logic out? Let me look through this. So I heard a whistle. It seemed to be coming from the end of this alleyway.
And it cut off.
and then it cut off. Were we already here, like, seeing the wall?
You could already see the wall from you weren't like particularly close, but you could see the wall, and you could definitely determine it was coming from this alley. No question about it.
Okay. But not necessarily, like, specifically where in the alley. Well, but I found the marks. Where, like, here-ish?
Right.
Here-ish. Okay. So I found marks, like, right there-ish that just suddenly cut off. So I'm gonna logic from there that this is where the sound was coming from, and it cut off because I'm just trying to make sure that this logic's logically and not just metagamically.
Metagamically.
I said what I said.
I mean, maybe Marina got knocked unconscious mid-whistle? Who knows?
Well, there's that, but you would
Right.
think that we'd be able to see you, but...
While you
you're-
think it through, I'm going to take Dum's turn.
Okay.
So, pull up the map like I did find. Maybe. Where'd it go? There it is. Does a 21 hit you?
Yes.
Alrighty. Suppose you start with first things first. She's going to move closer to you, and then make a swing with the dagger. Can't exactly swing with a dagger from that distance. If it'll let me. Oh, what? And damage die. Okay, there it is. Please take 6 points of piercing damage, and she makes a follow-up attack. Does a 15 hit?
No.
Alright, and the second strike will miss. That is that one's turn. Back to Pip.
Okay. So, for Detect Magic, it doesn't specify in the spell itself if I can detect magic through barriers. Do you have a ruling on that?
You probably will check it through some barriers. Like, if it was just right on the other side of that wall, you could probably detect it. Assuming it's the same thickness as the ones on the sides of it.
Okay. Alright, so that makes that next logic make work. Okay, I mean, I think it makes sense for me to believe that somehow Amarina is on the other side of this wall. Or was. Because we definitely heard sound coming from here. So the most logical explanation would be that, or the most obvious logical explanation would be that her whistle was cut off somehow. They knocked her out or cut off her, you know, whatever. But I also can no longer detect her magic, which I should be able to, because it sounded, I'm assuming, like it was fairly close. Like, not just vaguely this direction, but like nearby here.
You're pretty sure, though. The alley would make it a little echoey, so it's
Mhm.
hard to be certain, but you think so.
Okay. And then we have these marks at the bottom of the wall. So, I think it all logics out that she is somehow on the other side of this wall, or was until recently, and either there is some kind of magical barrier here now preventing me from noticing her, or it was actually like some sort of teleportation thing. So, with that all logic in mind, I'm going to try to roll Arcana to figure out what exactly happened. If there's a spell I can think of that would make this make sense.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Yeah.
go for it.
Dice jail!
No point.
Been a
Hang
good
on.
night.
Hang on. I still have halfling luck.
You already used a hero point.
I did. But I should still have halfling luck. I think that was what I took, right? Yes, okay, so I can re-roll that. Okay. God damn it! 14.
Well, you can't be sure of the exact method. 3 general possibilities come to mind. 1, there's some sort of illusion or aberration, or abjuration, magic that is protecting that place from being detected or from sound being produced, something along those lines. Although that doesn't entirely explain the wall, there is that. So, I suppose when it comes to wall, it's likely either some sort of magical production of stone or some sort of mechanical contraption that moved a wall. That's what the scripts tell you, regardless of which these other 3 things are. As far as what might be on the side, no longer producing sound, either there are enchantments / magical protections in place that have stopped sound from coming out from senses from going in. It's an incredibly expensive wall that had some form of dimming plane access in it that is no longer open, and so there's just no longer a space there for the sound to come from, or the senses to go into. Or it's an incredibly elaborate set of mechanical contraptions to seal and soundproof the room once people are inside. But as for what of those it might be, or what specific spells might be used to accomplish those effects, you don't know.
Okay. So I'm a little closer to figuring out the how, but unable to do anything about it still. Sounds good.
7 o'clock.
Well, so it is. Then we will wrap this up next session. Hope y'all have fun. I will do my best to not have it collapse on you again next session, but we'll see.
I mean, this is what happens when Marina does a thing. She also gets in trouble.
Why did time
Amarina
reset
faces
again?
an enemy. Amarina dies.
Amarina's like, I gotta stop dying.
Well, at the very least, it shouldn't be as horrific.
Yeah.
Yep. It'll be a less traumatic death.
All right.
You know, insofar as death is able to not be traumatic.
Mm-hmm. All right, then we'll see everybody next time on Let's Do
Which is in
the
2
Time
weeks.
Loop again. Bye, stream.
Bye, stream.
Bye, stream.
Bye bye.
Bye.